Tracy Kay with SportsTownChicago.com, and I'm here with Bree Coffey, Abby Schiebel, and Alex Basler of Balance Volleyball Club in Cary, Illinois. Now, all three of these girls are seniors and will be finishing out their year with Balance Volleyball Club. So how long have you been in volleyball?
6 years.
6 years.
7 years.
What made you guys join Balance?
I really just wanted a break from everything, like be able to balance my life and enjoy my senior year.
I wanted to be able to work out in the off season a little more and get in shape and kind of have a season that was more like the college season that I'll be in next year.
Basically the same thing, just needed a balance to have balance schoolwork and everything.
Yeah, so Coach was saying that Balance is one of the only clubs that offers you guys more of an off season so you can balance other things. What are your plans after this season?
I'm just going to chill, wait till college, get ready, prepare as much as I can, and just be ready for next year.
Yeah, I'll be playing at Cornell next year, so I have to get ready for that, work out, and get in shape.
All three of us will be playing in college, so we just have to do our summer workouts.
Is there one moment from your entire volleyball career that you're going to remember forever?
Probably this high school season, winning regionals. That was really fun, I'll never forget it.
My high school team got second in state this year, and I'll never forget that.
I agree with Bree. We won regionals.
I'm an instructor at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting Lombard campus, and I can tell you we're all about sports broadcasting.
My passion is for boxing, and my career puts me ringside and cage side covering the action for ESPN Chicago, as well as serving as a ring announcer.
Main of Pride. If you want a career that you love, check out the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where you'll learn the craft from the pros in the business like me. Call today at 630-916-1700 and tell them Ray Flores sent you.
I'm Tracy Kay with Sportstown Chicago, and I'm here today with 2012 College Player of the Year and 4-year starter at Ohio, Kelly Lamberti. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
I wanted to ask you, what have you thought about your volleyball career since you left Cary? What have you experienced?
I've had the best experiences in my college career. I've gotten to see the entire United States. I've been everywhere. I've had an awesome time playing with my team, and just Ohio in general is the best place in the world.
What would you say has been your favorite moment out of your college career?
My favorite moment was my senior year. We actually went to Hawaii, and we got to go snorkeling, and we got to go on the beach and everything, and we actually got to play in front of 10,000 fans at Hawaii, which was awesome.
So Coach said you graduated 4 weeks ago?
Yes.
Recently, very recently. Congratulations on that. But you've returned now, and are you back to help out your coach, or?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm going to probably be helping out them and, doing whatever. So.
Okay, well, we wish you the best of luck and everything. Thank you.
If you have a passion for radio or TV like I do, then the Illinois Center for Broadcasting is the place to be for real-world training. We know how you want to learn, and we teach it to you that way, hands-on. What you'll learn are the technology and skills that you'll really use in the broadcasting industry. 3 out of 4 of our graduates are working in the industry, and financial aid is available for those who qualify. So if you want to work in broadcasting, the Illinois Center for Broadcasting is where broadcasting careers begin.
Welcome to another edition of STC's Coach's Corner on SportsTownChicago.com, brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. I'm Tracy Kay, and in the corner with us today we have the director and owner of Cary, Illinois' new Balance Volleyball Club, Miss Patty Langanis. Patty, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the club and obviously what it has to offer. But before we get into that, do you want to tell us a little bit about your background in volleyball?
Well, volleyball's been a part of my life since I've been a kid. I started playing when I was in 6th grade. My mom was my volleyball coach, and won a state title as a high school player and fell in love. And I knew I couldn't give up the sport, so I ended up playing collegiately at Iowa. And then right when I graduated, I got hired at Cherry Grove as the head coach. And honestly, just can't imagine my life without the sport of volleyball in it. It just is where I feel confident, happy, and I feel like it's just a place where you can really help athletes develop emotionally and physically. So I just love it.
So you've been involved in volleyball for over 20 years, whether it be playing or coaching, and you started in Cary Grove in 1995?
Correct. 1995 was my first year.
What made you decide that Cary was the appropriate next step in your career at that point?
I really got lucky. I didn't know Illinois at all. I had never lived in Illinois. I taught at Thornton High School in the South Side for a year, and then realized I didn't want to live in the South Side. No offense to Southsiders, but so I just put my application out, and I got hired at Cary Grove, and I really knew nothing about the city or the community, and I got lucky. It's a beautiful school with a great district and an awesome community. And my kids now are a junior and freshman at Cary Grove, so it's been it's been a perfect spot for me.
So you've had also experience coaching both high school level and club level.
Correct.
What is the benefit for younger girls opposed to staying strictly in the school atmosphere, but branching out in any sport really, or volleyball specifically, competing in a club sport?
If you really love what you're doing and you want to try to challenge yourself to reach another level than maybe what your peers are, club athletics is just really essential to get those extra reps, the extra coaching to play at another level. But it's for the kids that, God, I love volleyball, or my daughter loves dance, so we're going to do, whatever she can do to get those extra reps in. And so I think club's not for everybody. But for some, it's a very essential part of their life.
Was there a specific moment in your personal career that you remember that was like your turning point when you hit it and you were like, according to this, volleyball is my life and I know this is what I'm going to do? Actually,
I was at the Debbie Green setting camp, who is one of the most renowned setters in the world. She's old now, but she was I went to her camp in Ohio and fell in love with her and her passion for setting, and got recruited. I was a freshman. University of Portland, of all places, was like, "We want you," and I'm like, "Wait, I might be able to play collegiately, and this Debbie Green's amazing." And I walked out of that setting camp, and I was like, "This is the sport." I was a multi-sport athlete, but I knew then volleyball was what I wanted.
That's definitely exciting.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was just nerve-wracking, I'm sure.
It was a great week.
So Balance Volleyball opened 2014, correct? What
Yes.
made you decide that taking on that responsibility of owning your own club was what you wanted to do next?
I think I've been at the club level for over 20 years, and specialization is becoming so prevalent in all sports. I started seeing that these girls were getting about 4 weeks off a year from volleyball. They don't play that many hours in college. If they go to play Division I volleyball, they're not putting in as many hours as they are as a club high school athlete. And I had a 17s team. I was coaching for another club last year. And around May, I lined them all up because they just looked tired. And they didn't look like they wanted to be there. And I honestly was tired. And I didn't want to be there. And I asked them, I go, honestly, how many of you want to be here? And not a single kid raised their hand. And I was like, there's got to be another way. These kids I have a 14-year-old that had to have labrum surgery. She tore her entire labrum. I have had tendonitis in 14-year-olds, foot surgeries, a girl with 2 torn ACLs on the same knee. So many injuries, and they're not getting any time to strengthen and condition because they're always in season. They can't do that. And so I just kept thinking, there's got to be a better way than this. And so I thought, let's give them the winter off. Let's let them just weight train and get strong and recover from injuries and play basketball. A lot of them did indoor track and started high jumping and did things they don't typically do. And then we'll go hard in the spring and play in all the big national tournaments. And I came up with the name of Balance just to try to get your life in balance again and find the love and passion where I want to be in the gym and I want to be here.
Right.
So that was my intention.
I'm sure a lot of girls are thankful for that, because I know even myself growing up, when you're pushed too hard and you rely too heavily on one thing, you do lose the passion a little bit, and it just becomes work, and you get tired of it, like you said. So I'm sure a lot of them are thankful that you came along and made the club. Is there any sort of tradition or superstition that you came across, being a coach or being a player, that you've kind of adapted into Balance as, maybe a pre-game ritual or something like that?
I'm not really big into those rituals and things, but hard work is definitely a Cary Grove thing. Going for every single ball in practice is something I tried to bring into Balance, just that passion for the play and a true team before the team is before yourself as an individual is a concept that Cary Grove believes in heavily. and most clubs lose that. It becomes very individual, like what can I get out of this?
Right.
What is it about me? And balance, we're really trying to maintain that the team atmosphere is more important than you as a person. And I feel like we're small enough that we can still, have that reputation.
Right. So is this your second season with the girls?
First season.
First season.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to be competing in tournaments throughout the Midwest.
Correct.
But your home practices are always going to be in Cary.
Correct.
How far or how big do you plan on going with the club?
Well, we have girls right now, like farthest is Antioch and Schaumburg. But next year we're looking to expand and doubling our size to 4 teams. We have a playing facility that we have another facility, and I hired 7 coaches. So our coaches are all hired and committed, and we have our facilities, so we're good to go for growth next year.
So what would you say to a young volleyball player who's thinking of or aspiring to join something like this?
Well, we have a website, balancevolleyball.com, that you can go to. We have a Facebook, Balance VBC. You can go on any of those media sites and check us out and email me and contact me. And we're going to be having tryouts in October for a 13-14s team, a 15-16s team, a 17s, and then an 18s team. So it's open to everybody, and anybody can try out. And like I said, we're ready to go, and just contact me with any of your questions.
You want to give us an example of a player that you currently have on the team that you're really looking forward to working with this season, and why they joined Balance?
Sure. There's a lot of different really cool stories of kids that were cut maybe or on lower level teams. But one player in particular is Cassie Plouffe. She was on a really low level team at her previous club, sitting the bench, very frustrated most of the season. And she's come over to Balance this year and plays 6 rotations all the way around for us. Is our stud offensive player, defensive player, a great leader for the team. And you can just see her growth physically and emotionally on this team has just been fantastic for her. And to be able to give her that opportunity to shine and lead a team has been really satisfying for the coaching staff, and I know for her too.
Are there any other players that are standing out to you this season so far?
A real big shock for us is Kayla Sanchez. I didn't know of her until she joined our club, and she's a real quiet girl, and just watching her, at the beginning of the season, I was like, oh, this girl has potential. Just watching her practice today, she is turning into a real force. Probably the top hitter on this team, could easily cause some devastating problems for teams in the future. And I see a future for her that just keeps opening up bigger and bigger and bigger. And when I saw her hitting balls today, the smile she had on her face, I think she knows how much she's improving. And her high school coach, Crystal Lake Central, is going to be so excited when they have her next year. It's really fun to see her progress.
So for parents of young girls out there who are sure that this is the right choice for them, but are a little hesitant to making the transition, what advice would you have for them?
It's understandable. When you have a stable base at a club that you've been with for years, there's a comfort level, and to leave that is a risk. And what I can say to you is that the promise I will make to everybody is that you come here, you'll learn and you will get better. We're very technique orientated. We train very hard, and we're going to do our best to develop their daughters to the highest level we possibly can. We're so small that we're highly focused on the individual still. We're not a big corporation with thousands of athletes that they're trying to deal with. But it is risky, and they can feel free to call me and talk to me. We'll at tryouts, they'll have a real good idea of the team, and I'll already have the coaches announced, where a lot of clubs, don't announce the coaches. And so they're going to have the best information they can possibly have before they decide if they want to join or not.
It seems like, you definitely have your philosophy in line with, the girls' ambitions and everything like that. So we definitely wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're watching STC's Coach's Corner. We just finished speaking with Balance Volleyball's head coach, Patty Langanis. When we come back, we'll be talking with Cassie Plouffe of Balance Volleyball.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting Lombard Campus offers hands-on training in all areas of radio and TV broadcasting and online media. The broadcast program is accredited by the ACCSC and is approved by the Illinois Board of Higher Education. The curriculum covers all aspects of radio and television and online broadcasting through a hands-on program which is taught by industry professionals who are currently working in the industry, on the air or behind the scenes. The school has fully equipped TV, radio, and online media studios and internet radio stations with updated top-of-the-line equipment, which reflects that used today by modern broadcast stations. Students are provided with networking opportunities with professional broadcasters in the business, valuable externships that can lead to jobs after graduation, and job placement assistance. The school also offers financial aid for those who qualify, and with flexible day and night class schedules. At our broadcasting centers, you will develop the expertise you need to compete in today's major broadcasting markets. Stop by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting Lombard Campus and take a tour today.
Cassie, thank you so much for joining us today. So explain to me what got you started and why you joined Balance.
So at the beginning, I actually did volley kids at Sky High, and this coach there was like, "Oh, you play so good," and then he got me attached to beach volleyball because I wasn't really into indoor at first. And then there's other coaches at the beach volleyball practices. They're like, "Oh, why don't you do indoor?" And yet I still play beach volleyball. This is going to be my 5th year, and then playing indoor, this is going to be my, I think, 4th year playing indoor.
So when did you know that volleyball was like your calling?
Last year, actually, when I decided to do cheer over volleyball, and I didn't like cheer at all, and I knew volleyball was my sport right then and there when I did not like cheerleading.
Okay. So you're in the middle of your club season with Balance. What would you say has been your favorite moment so far?
Just playing with my team and practicing with them and seeing them every day. Like, this is my like mental place. Like, I get over everything that I've done throughout the day. This is like my stress-free zone. I love coming here and seeing all these girls and playing with them. They're my favorite people in the whole world. They're like a second family.
Would you say you guys have a bond off the court as well as on it?
Yeah. I always talk to them on and off the court.
So obviously being so dedicated to a sport is a really big commitment. Do you ever find it hard to balance your academic and your athletic and your social life?
No, I do not. Actually, I have anxiety towards that stuff too, and knowing that I have to get home, drive my brother when my dad's out of town is kind of easy for me because I know that I have to do my homework at school and study halls, and then go home, drive him to practice, and then come here. It's kind of easy. I've gotten used to it over the past couple months with Balance.
So Coach was saying that Balance is one of the only clubs that offers you guys a longer off season.
Yeah.
You know, for you to focus on things like that. Does it make a big difference for you?
Yes, it does. I enjoyed knowing that we had a long break after school season, and I got better over that long break, and I got some help with other people, and I played with other people even indoor and out.
Well, we wish you the best of luck in your volleyball career. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Cassie Plouffe, and we're joined now with Kayla Sanchez, who's also playing for Balance Volleyball Club. Thank you for joining us
Thanks
today.
for having me.
So you are in the middle of your season right now with Balance, correct?
Yeah.
What has been your favorite part about being part of this club?
I really like how we all came from everywhere, different high schools and different clubs. So I really like how we've become so close, and the teaching that we're getting, it's a lot more focused on skills than just scrimmaging. We barely scrimmage, but when we do, it's we're focused and we know what to do. But I really like the skills. We do a lot of hitting. When we first began, we did a lot of passing, and we went to setting, and it's just been I like that. Not a lot of clubs do that at first. They focus on the skills, which I really liked here.
How long have you been playing volleyball?
I've been playing club since I was 13.
Okay.
So about 3 years, and then I've been playing since I was in 4th grade.
Was there a moment in your career that was a turning point when you knew that volleyball was your thing and that you were going to stick with it?
Well, when I played 13s, we didn't really have a team, and so they just put it together. But then when I got to 14s, I really started focusing, and that's when I found out that I loved it. I felt I fit in. It was the one place where I was confident, and ever since I started playing volleyball, I think I've become more confident. My mom says I've become more confident, so it makes me feel good, and like I just love it. Like it's just like something that like I have this passion, and like when I can't play it, I don't know what else.
Something
to do.
feels off when you're not on the court, right?
Yeah.
What are your plans as far as like after you graduate? I know you still have a while to go with balance in your high school career and everything, but do you have, you know, a goal that you want to attain?
I'd love to play in college, and I'd love to play professional, but right now I'm just shooting for college. Like that's my goal. I love Penn State and I love Madison. Those are like my top two. I go to their camps. I watch them play all the time. So like I really want to get there, and like I'm really like trying to like push myself to that limit.
Well, we'll cross our fingers for you that one of them calls you. You're welcome. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching STC's Coach's Corner on SportsTownChicago.com, brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. I'm Tracy Kay.